Hello, this is cjhoyle. Today is Friday, July the 3rd, 2020, and I've got my linear limo recumbent bike here, which in the back milk crate it's loaded up with a bunch of stuff, because today I'm going to be riding my bike from here in downtown Toronto up to the shores of Lake Simcoe, where I'll be spending the weekend at a cottage with my immediate family. So I've made it as far as Yonge Street so far, and I'm going to be riding north along Yonge Street because right now I'm participating in a campaign called Bikes Love Yonge. And on Fridays, we're all getting out and supporting local businesses along Yonge, and it's what we call Bike Fridays. So, been making a stop along Yonge to pick up some supplies for today. All right, so I'm a bit north of Davisville on Yonge Street here, and I just made a stop at this place called Fanfare Flowers, and I picked up some cut-up watermelon that I'll enjoy with my lunch a little bit later today when I'll have my picnic lunch around the halfway mark. Alright, so my distance so far is about 7 kilometers, and it's about 10 minutes to 9 o'clock, and I've made it as far as Yonge and Lawrence. From here I'm going to be heading over that way in the east direction. Alright, so I've now made it as far as Lawrence Avenue and Bayview, and I'll begin my way heading north here, and up ahead there's a bridge that I'll be riding across, and that bridge goes over top of the West Don River. Alright, so I've now made it to Bayview and York Mills, and I'll be turning right here and heading further in the east direction. I'll pretty much be staying on this road until I get to Scarborough. Alright, so I've now made it to Victoria Park. We're going to be turning to the left and heading north a bit further. Many of the roads that I've been riding on so far today have been fairly major roads, but they've been somewhat not too busy today, thankfully, and most of the cars that do pass me are, giving me lots of space and changing over into the other lane. Today is a Friday, so it is a work day for people, but I guess because of the pandemic, a lot of people aren't back to work yet, and also because 2 days ago was Canada Day, which is a Wednesday this year. I'm guessing a lot of people have taken the Thursday and the Friday off to make an extra long weekend. So here I'm just riding across Highway 401, and as you can see, not an awful lot of traffic on it today. Like I was saying, not a lot of people working today, but I guess it is after rush hour. It's now about 9:30, and I've ridden 17 kilometers so far today. Right after crossing the 401, I'm now on a nice quiet neighborhood street called Farmcrest. So after making my way through that neighborhood street, I'm now at Shepherd Avenue and Pharmacy, and I'm continuing my way north, and I think I'll be on Pharmacy for a while now. So unfortunately I missed one of my turns and I ended up riding on Finch Avenue, but I've now reached Birchmount, which I'll be riding north along again, and should be fairly quiet. Even Finch hasn't been too bad. Like I said, not a whole lot of traffic today. I've been noticing a lot of these flowers today. I'm not sure what they're called, but they seem to grow in grass and they're really pretty. Not far from where I last stopped, I found this community center here, which conveniently has a drinking fountain. So I've used that to restock all of my water bottles. I am carrying a total of 4 of these insulated bottles. I think they're about 700 milliliters each. I think my main obstacle today is going to be the heat. I don't know what the temperature is, but there is a sort of a heat advisory in effect. A lot of humidity, I imagine, and I drink a lot of water when I ride my bike, so I'm glad to be able to stock up here, because once I get out into the country today, I don't think there'll be very many opportunities, if any, to be able to refill my bottles. So I've got a full load now, and I'll continue my way heading north along Birchmount. So that intersection back there is Steeles Avenue, which means I've now ridden past the city limits of Toronto, and I'm now in York region in the lower tier municipality of Markham. I'm still on Birchmount, and I'll continue my way riding north. Alright, so I've now ridden 29 kilometers and I've arrived here at Highway 7, but I'll continue riding north along Birchmount. This area of Markham is known as Unionville, and once you get north of Highway 7, the road's name changes to Village Parkway. So I've now reached 16th Avenue, and this road does continue, but it's a no exit road. So I'm going to make a right turn here and continue riding east along 16th Avenue. I've certainly been sweating a lot so far today, and I bet most of my sunscreen has probably melted off, so I'm going to apply some more using one of these sticks. Alright, so I've now made it to Kennedy Road, where I'm going to be turning left and continuing my way in the north direction after the traffic light changes. Further up Kennedy, the road is all wet, and the reason is because they're washing the road right now. So I believe I've now reached the edge of suburbia, and I'm out riding next to some farmers' fields. This road is fairly busy, but it'll only get quieter the further north I go. So I've now reached the city limits of Markham, and I'm entering the town of Whitchurch Stouffville, population 49,000. This field's growing a nice fresh crop of soybeans. This field here is growing some type of grain, and based on the fact that it's already turned a yellow color and we're only at July the 3rd, I'm guessing it must be winter wheat, which has an earlier harvest. So I'm now at Bloomingdale Road, and this here is a cornfield. And once I cross there, there's another crop over on the right, which has some kind of rose. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I'll be able to figure out when I get closer. Upon closer inspection, I believe it's just more soy. I guess you just don't normally see it from that angle, growing in those rows like that. And now I've got this hill to climb. Got a slight delay here to wait for this train. And it looks like it's carrying a load of containers mostly that would have been shipped from overseas. Alright, so after a nice long ride along Kennedy, I've finally reached the point where up ahead it dead ends. So I'm going to make a right turn and ride one concession along Davis Drive, which appears to be a fairly busy road, but I can see a bit of a paved shoulder, so it shouldn't be too bad, and I won't be on it for very long. Alright, so I'm now at Mccowan Road, and I'm going to continue my way heading north, and Davis Drive was quite noisy. There was a lot of cars on it. There was a nice paved shoulder, but it was just like zoom, zoom, zoom the whole time. There's just cars going past me the whole time. That's why I had my bright side light turned on, but I'm very glad to now be on a nice quiet road again. The distance that I've traveled so far is 58 kilometers, and I'm going to keep on riding now. One of the great things about climbing to the top of a hill is the view that you get. And here over there you can see the community of Mount Albert, which I won't be riding through because I'll be sticking on this road here for quite a bit longer. So the time is about 11 o'clock now, and I've ridden 61 kilometers so far. Now there's a crop you don't see every day, at least not in Ontario. Pretty sure that's a potato field. There's another field growing cereal grains, which again I assume is probably winter wheat, given the color of them at this time of year. So over on the side of the road I managed to find this nice shady spot back here where I'm going to stop for a picnic lunch. So the time is now about 1:30, and I've ridden about 71 kilometers so far. Since leaving North Scarborough, I have emptied 3 of my 4 water bottles, and I have more than 15 kilometers to go, so I'm glad to have one more still left there. And for my lunch, I have a sandwich, which is a turkey salad, an apple, and very much looking forward to my watermelon, which will help keep me hydrated when my water level is running a bit low in my water bottles. The only unfortunate thing for me was that I happened to sit right here on top of this red ant colony. Alright, so feeling refueled and rehydrated, I'm now ready to get back on my bike and continue riding my bike north along Mccowan. So this field here has another crop that I've never seen growing before, but thankfully they've labeled it for me so I can tell what it is. This here kind of looks like a big park in the middle of the farmland, but it's actually a sod farm. All the grass you see there will eventually be cut up and moved to somewhere else. Alright, so I've reached the point where Mccowan Road ends. So I'm going to turn right here onto Baseline Road and head my way east towards Sutton, which is near where the cottage that I'm heading towards is. Alright, so I've now reached the edge of Sutton, which is part of the municipality of Georgina, and those houses over there belong to Sutton, and I think I'll be riding through that neighborhood on my way to where I'm going. So that road there reaches a dead end, but I get to continue over here on this trail. Well, this is where I'm supposed to go, and that looks a lot rougher than what I really can ride on my bike on. Let me consult my map. Alright, so I think the trail I was actually supposed to follow was either that one over there, if that is a trail, or this one over here. Alright, it's this one here then. Alright, so I've now arrived in Sutton, and my family members who I'm meeting up with have also arrived pretty close to here, so I might be altering my route a little bit here. Alright, so here I am on Dalton Road in Sutton, and I'm heading my way towards Lake Simcoe, and I'm planning on meeting my parents in an area called Jackson Point. So I'm riding with my parents now, and we're heading over to the cottage that we rented. So here I am on Lake Simcoe, and all day long I've been waiting to jump in this lake because it's very hot today, and the lake will be very refreshing once I'm able to get inside there. The water was quite warm, but still refreshing, and a really nice way to end my 88-kilometer bike ride to get here. I spent a really nice 3-day weekend enjoying time here with my family before returning to my home in Toronto on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed joining me on my bike ride to get here. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you thought, and thanks for watching.